Hello, sweet Stampin' friends. Welcome. It took a while for it to give me the notification I was going live, and I thought, am I just grinning like a Cheshire cat this whole time into a blank screen? But anyway, so it finally gave me the okay that we are live. So welcome. Hopefully you'll start getting your notifications that I am live so you can join me for today's project. Really beautiful card with the Country Flowers bundle. That is the focus bundle for the February Sweet Creations Club. So if you are part of my club, this is just another idea on how you can use that beautiful bundle. So as you hop on, say hello. Let me know who is joining me today. Hello, my friend Kelly. Welcome. Thanks for joining me. If you have not joined me before, my name is Debra Harrison with Simply Sweet and Ink Designs. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in San Antonio, Texas, and I like to just hop on each Friday at 3 o'clock Central Time and share a fun project with you on how to use those amazing, wonderful Stampin' Up! Products. Hello, Karen, Elizabeth, John, Paula. Thanks, friends, for joining me. So delighted you're here. Actually, Karen, I remember that your swap card, I actually cased it, and I'm going to share a project that I made with it. So stay tuned. That's going to come at the end of today's live. So welcome, guys. So before we get into today's project, there is a lot of things that I want to make you aware of. Why did my camera auto expose like that? I hate it when it does that, and I don't know what's going on. So I'm going to kind of back up here a little bit so that I don't get that bright white face again. Let me flip over. Maybe that's the best thing to do so you don't see my white face. That's just weird that my camera does that. I don't know if it's the lighting or what. All right, so we are at the last day in January. Cannot believe the month is over, and not once do I think I have talked about the Celebration Starter Kit promotion, which shame on me for not mentioning it because it is amazing. The starter kit is amazing at any time at all, but right now is an especially great time because you're going to be able to get more. Like Stampin' Up's added some extra goodies for you. So between now and the end of February 28th, 2025, Stampin' Up! Is giving you two options. For $99 plus tax, you can choose option one, where you can select two sets of markers, and there's like 4 that you can choose from. So whichever 2 that you want to select. And then you can also you'll get the handmade design stamp set, and then you get to select $125 of any product that you want in the online. The only thing I think you can't get is the prepaid paper pumpkin subscription, but there's so many products, online catalog products that you can choose from. Or if you want, you can choose option 2, where you can, instead of selecting the markers and getting the stamp set, you can get an extra $30 in your kit. So instead of $125, you can select $155 for your kit. So an amazing offer. It does end on February 28th, and you also you're going to get free shipping on your starter kit when you join. I'm not going to go into like all the details because there's so much more, but if you want to know more about it, go to my blog at simplysweetinkdesigns.com, and there's some Q&A there for you, and if you have any questions, I am happy to answer them. I love it when people ask me questions about the starter kit or Stampin' Up, because if you have not bought the starter kit before, I love it when I have a conversation with somebody about it and they have no idea that they can just buy the starter kit and shop at a discount. They always feel like there's this misconception that they have to sell or do classes, which if you want to, that's fine. You can do that. I have a few on my team who do, but most of my team members just are happy shoppers. They love shopping at a discount. So if you have any questions, if you want to join or get more information, go to my blog and all the information is there. Or if you want to buy the starter kit and join my team, then you can do that too on my blog. All right, so this is what I wanted to talk to you about today because there's a lot coming up. And there's some things you're going to need to be on the lookout for, especially if you're on my email list. It's not the first one. The first one is my February Sweet Creations Club. That is going to be, where's my stuff here? It is going to be featuring the Country Flowers bundle, which is an annual catalog bundle. And for the February kit, it's going to have designs pre-prepared for you. You'll have to stamp, obviously, color and cut your own stuff, but you'll have the supplies like the bling, the embellishments, the paper to be able to make 5 projects using your bundle. If you need to add the bundle to your February kit, you can certainly do that at club pricing. Also, too, when you're part of my club, it is $43 a month shipped to you. You will also you will earn a free gift from me every 6 consecutive months that you are a club member. So that's just a lot of fun. And so if you want to check that out, the deadline to subscribe for the February kit is February 5th. If you would like to just try the kit, you're like, I don't really want to, I don't want to subscribe. I don't know if the club's for me. That's fine. I do offer the kit for $48 on a non-subscription basis. You just get the one kit. And if you want information about that, you can contact me, go through my blog, go to the Connect tab, and there's an option to email me or just message me and I'll get you that information. All right, so this is what I want to talk to you about right here, the Storybook Retreat to Go. I am co-designing with Julie Salva. We are designing a retreat to go. It's going to be a shipped kit to you that you can do at your leisure, featuring the Storybook Friends bundle. Okay, really, it's like a mega kit. Okay, lots of stuff, pillow gifts. I think there's 10 projects. There's an add-on class. There's all this stuff. However, and we're finalizing things. We're putting the final finishing touches on it. So I don't have registration open just yet, but be on the lookout for it coming in your email. So if you are an email list subscriber, which I think all of you are that I see online right now, make sure you check your email. I will try to give you a little heads up by posting something. The reason why is I am only going to be able to do 48 kits. All right. And that is because of multiple reasons. One of the pillow gifts, I think Julie and I have wiped the company out already with what we ordered. Hopefully they'll come back with more, but I only have 48 of them. The second reason is that I'm going to on stage in March, and our new house that we're constructing is expected to be finished in March. So it could be a very, very busy time, me trying to get things ready for on stage, packing to move, the new house moving, putting our house on the market. That's just going to be super crazy. So I'm committing to doing 48 kits. That means that very limited. So there is a strong potential it will sell out quickly. All right. So make sure you be on the lookout for that. I will try to put a post on Facebook to say, hey, my email's going out, because I am going to give my email list subscribers first opportunity to sign up for those 48 kits. So that was kind of the key thing I wanted to mention. The next Wednesday, the 5th, is the last day to sign up for the craft along. Now, my next craft along will be on February 25th, 2025 at 2 o'clock Central Time. We are going to make 4 projects that day. It's free. If you just want to hop on and watch, you can certainly do that. But if you want to craft along with the pre-cut kit, I do have, these are the 4 projects we're making. And so if you want to get that kit, the last day to sign up for it is on February 5th, which is Wednesday. So make sure that you sign up. Now, I did send an email the other day. So if you have that registration link, that would be the best way to go to sign up. However, also too, in this post, if you look in the description of the video post today, there is a Google form that you can fill out, and then I can send you the registration link. But you do need to register and pay before your kit is confirmed. And then I will ship them out hopefully by February 12th. I just noticed that that the paper I need is on back order, but I'm hoping it'll come back in stock in time. So I'm not too worried. But anyway, last day is Wednesday the 5th. All right, fruit salad class to go. I will share that with you at the end of today's video, so hang tight on that. But next Friday, my live, instead of doing just 1 project, I'm going to do 4 projects with you, featuring that Fruit Salad Designer Series paper, which is one of those freebies you can earn with a $60 order during celebration. All right, so that is the, what do you call that? The housekeeping. So let's go ahead and get into the project for today. Now, last week I shared with you how to make a sympathy card, just with beautiful, simple sympathy card using the Country Flowers bundle. Today, I'm going to share with you how to make another card. This one has some embossing in the background just to give it a little more texture. So I've already pre-stamped and colored and die cut my pieces. I will walk you through some of it, what colors I used, give you some little tips and tricks so that you can recreate this. But most of it's going to be with the die cutting machine today. Now, if you are on my email list, you will get today's project sheet in your email with all the list of instructions, the supplies that I used, pictures on how to make the project. That will go out in the email tomorrow at 3 o'clock Central Time. So be on the lookout for that. Anyone is welcome to join my email. and it's free to do so. And if you get tired of hearing from me, you can always unsubscribe. It's super easy to do. But if you would like to get my weekly project sheets, that is the best way to do it. Again, you can go to my blog and click on the Connect tab. There's an option for joining my email list. Okay, let's start off. Let me get my supplies in place. I'm going to move this card. I don't need that anymore. Let's put this right here. Okay, so we're going to start off first with a piece of Night of Navy cardstock. It measures, oh, I guess I should put this out there, huh? That might help a little bit, right? Okay, y'all think these instructions are for y'all? Yes, they are for y'all, but they're also for me to remind me of my measurements. Okay, so let me move that out. Okay, so we're starting off with a card base that measures 4 1/4 by 11, and it's just scored in the middle at 5 1/2. So it's just our basic card base there, our portrait card base. Then we're going to put on some layers. Now, the first layer is just going to be this little green strip that does come. Let me show this to you real quick. It comes from the Serene Love Designer Series paper. This is a online exclusive paper. It was actually, if the prints look familiar, it may be because Stampin' Up! Recolored a past paper. And so on the front, you got all these really pretty flowers. But what I love is all these really cute patterns on the back. So we're taking this old olive pattern that's striped, and that's what we're going to use for our little paper here, our little accent strip. And so that's going to go right here on the edge, and it measures 1 by 5 1/4. And you could also do that too. That would have been cute. Ooh, I wonder what that would have looked like. So that'd be cute too if you want to do that. Okay, so let's go on ahead. We're just going to put this on and leave a little bit of a border around it, just like we would do normally when we're layering. Okay, then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to emboss a piece of Night of Navy cardstock. And this piece measures, let's see, it's 3 1/2 by 5 1/4. Again, in the Night of Navy, I'm using the distressed tile embossing folder, but really any embossing folder you have that makes a nice subtle background would work just fine. All right, so let me go ahead and get my Stampin' Cut Emboss machine. So this is the large machine, as y'all may know. We do have a small one, a mini one, but I really like the large one. And it folds flat or folds compact for storing. Now, I actually brought all the correct plates this time. I think the last time I used my machine, I had the wrong plates, and I was like, ka-thunk, 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 trying to get it through. So I have the correct ones. Typically, you will use, when you're die cutting, you're going to use plate 1, plate 2, and 2 of the plate 3s. However, if you follow the instructions for a 3D embossing folder, which this is what the distressed tile one is, it's a 3D one, it's a thicker one, you're going to want to follow this little guide right here. And I forgot to do that last time. So we're going to take plate 1, which is our base plate, and then we're going to take plate 4. Now, plate 4 is actually an accessory plate that's included as part of the machine bundle. And so what we're going to do is we're going to put plate 1 in. We're going to take our embossing folder. We're going to stick our piece of cardstock inside, sandwich it with plate 4, and then we're going to run it through. Oh, it goes through so much better when the plate's correct. Okay, so let me move that. We're going to put this back. How pretty. Look at that. I love that. I love it, that distress folder. Okay, let's move this. Now, what we're going to do is we are going to just glue this right here on the left side. And I'm going to do it where the flat part is the part I'm putting glue on. I just find it's a little bit easier to stick to my card base when I do that. So we're just going to give it a border again. And then we're just going to have a little bit right here for our designer series paper to show. Having a little bit of struggle here. It's moving too much on me. Okay, there we go. Let's press it down really well. All right, so the next we're going to work on this layer. Now, this is a popped up layer. It is put on with dimensionals. So for this, we're going to take a piece of old olive cardstock. I thought I put it on. Oh, there it is. 2 3/4 by 4 1/4. And then from the Serene Love Designer Series paper, we're going to take the polka dot print. It measures 2 1/2 by 4. So it's just a 1/4 inch, a little bit smaller than our old olive. We're going to glue on our designer series paper. There we go. Let's move that a little bit. All right, now before I actually put this on with dimensionals, what I want to do is I'm going to take some of the Baker's Twine Essentials pack. You can also too use linen thread if you want to do that as well. But because my card has some grays in it, I am going to take my gray. It's probably really gray granite is the color of the ribbon, or the twine, but it is. I'm just going to take it, just take a little piece. You know what? I'm just going to cut a little piece because I don't need a whole lot. I don't know, maybe 4 inches, maybe. Okay, so what I'm going to do, this is what I call my faux bow, okay? Well, it's not really a faux bow, I guess, but it's really, what I want to do is I want to take and add a little accent here, so I want it to go diagonally. Now, it would be very, very difficult for me to try to take my twine and then try to tie a bow on a diagonal. So instead, we're going to we're just going to kind of fake it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a mini glue dot and I'm going to, let me put it on here. I think I'll put it on my twine first. Put it on the end of my twine. And I'm going to put it here on, no, that's the wrong side. Pick the right side, Deborah. Okay, so I'm going to have it go right here on the back. And then I'm going to have it go across. I may need to move that over a little bit. I'm going to have it go across, and as you can imagine, I'm just going to finish it with another mini glue dot. Right there. Okay, let it hold. You can also you can use some tape if you want. There we go. And then I'm going to take and I'm just going to do a bow. And I'm going to adhere it with a mini glue dot right on top, just to give the appearance like I actually tied the bow right there on that piece, like one continuous piece. So if you ever struggle with kind of tying something together like that, you can always just kind of fake it and give it the illusion that it's all one thing. All right, I'll cut some of that off. Okay, all right, so we got that part. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to pop this up with dimensionals. And you know what I'm gonna do? Just for added security there, I'm gonna put a dimensional on both those places where I have my twine adhered with a mini glue dot, just so it doesn't decide to sneak away on me. Okay. Okay, I need my glasses at this point. Okay, so, oh geez, getting stuff everywhere. All right, so now I'm just going to center this on my Night of Navy embossed layer. Let's put that down there. And then now we're just we're gonna do our stamping, coloring, die cutting. I did prep those beforehand, but I'm gonna show you just a little bit how I got to everything. So we're going to take a piece of thick basic white cardstock. We're going to do some stamping. Because we're using Stampin' Blends, we want to make sure that you're using Memento black ink so that you don't get bleeding from your blends. So we're going to stamp a teapot, and then I will share with you what colors I used for each one. One teapot. We're going to use, I guess you call it like a milk container. Metal milk container, so we'll do that one. Then we will take our flowers. This is one of the bouquets. There's like 2 bouquets of flowers in the stamp set that you can use. Okay, so that's all I need for that. So I'm going to share with you how I got to each of these colors. So I have already stamped and colored my teapot. You'll notice the teapot doesn't have the sentiment on it. That's a little tip I want to share with you. So you want to make sure if you're going to stamp a color, which in this case I use Night of Navy. Okay, what you want to do is stamp and color first with your blends, let it dry, and then stamp on top. Okay, otherwise you're going to get all this bleeding and you're going to lose your sentiment image. So I did these in Smoky Slate for the teapot, for the blends, or I used those blends. For the container, the milk jug, I also used Smoky Slate blends. Then for the flowers, I used Boho Blue blends and Old Olive blends. Okay, just to give you an idea where I got all my colors from. Okay, so what I'm going to do is this is already sat for a while. I did it earlier this morning. So now I'm going to take the sentiment that says Flower Market. And guys, I have to tell you, this is probably what sold me on this stamp set, is this little Flower Market stamp set. It is so cute. It's just a cute little accent. You can stamp it here on your milk container. You can stamp it on the teapot. And it's just the sweetest little sentiment with the little scroll work underneath. Very, very country. Okay, so like I said, I stamped it in Night of Navy ink. And so we're going to put that up. And I'm going to go ahead, and I have already die cut this out, but I wanted to show you how you want to stamp and color first before you stamp your sentiment in an ink, so to avoid that bleeding of your ink. Okay, so now we're going to put all of this together. Let's start off with our jug. And let's put that right here. Let me bring this back in focus here so y'all can see what I'm doing. And then the flowers, pop that up with dimensionals as well. And I am going to have it go on top of my milk jug, like it's just growing out of the milk jug. And then this one, the flower pot, or the teapot, also popped up with dimensionals. And I am just going to add one more dimensional right here, and I'm going to have it hang over just a tad to help hold my teapot lid when I get to that. Okay, so I'm going to put this here, have it go down just a little bit. And then I'm going to add just a smidge of glue along the top. That's the main hole, but for extra hold, I had my dimensional poking up just a hair, just in case I need it for a little more support. Okay, so there we go, but let's add a little bit of bling. So I'm going to take the antique pearls and just add a few of them on here. Well, let's do that today. I think I'll flip-flop those. All right, there we go. Okay, so that is the card for today. So like for those who are part of my club, that's going to give you 2 extra ideas on how to use your bundle. The sympathy card from last week. So if you didn't get a chance, go back to last Friday's video. You can catch that there. Also, too, at the bottom of tomorrow's email, you can also, too, you'll find the instructions. I have lost the sympathy card. Oh, here it is. So if you missed the project sheet from last week, just scroll down to the bottom of tomorrow's email. You'll have the project sheet for this card, and then you'll also do it towards the top or about the middle of the email. You'll have the project sheet for today's card. All right, so I told you I was going to talk to you about next week. So next week, we're going to do something fun. It's called a class to go. And we're going to make, let me know anybody who got the fruit salad as one of their free celebration products, or if it's one that you're looking to get, or maybe I will change your mind and you'll want to add it to your wish list when you see the projects that we're going to do next week. Super, super cute. Love all these little fruit images. And then on the back, we just got some nice little basic patterns that we get to play with. So what we're going to do is I'm going to share with you 4 projects next week using the Fruit Salad Designer Series paper. One of them is going to be this watermelon card. Right here, just a simple little cute little card. This does use one of the new die sets It's something Arches. Y'all probably know it better than me. I can't think of what it is, but it's an Arches die set. And I really love it. Now, Karen, I don't know if you're up, Karen. Hopefully you're still here. Okay, cool. So Karen made a swap card for our team using the Storybook Friends paper, I guess. And so I told her, I messaged her right away and I'm like, okay, I love your card. I want to case it. And so I decided it was a perfect use for doing this card with the fruit salad. So that is my interpretation of your card. Karen, thank you so much for the inspiration. I loved your swap card. And then we're also too, we're going to make this, I guess it's a citrus card. And just really cute there. Now I did use it's one of the newer stamp sets. I'll have to share it with you next week because I can't think of it right now. Also too, we're gonna make this cute little berry basket. Also too, using that paper. So come back next Friday. We'll have a class to go. Now I will share with you next week how you can actually get the pre-cut supplies to make the 4 projects. I'll give you more details on Everyday Arches. Thank you, Kelly. That's what it's called. Everyday Arches is the die set for these arches. Thank you, Kelly. I was like, it was right there. Too many product names to remember. I'm trying to think. I want to share with you a little bit. Let me grab this stamp set real quick. Bright borders. Ah, that's what it is. It's called Hugs for Love. And it is actually, it's part of a bundle. Unfortunately, I just noticed this morning the punch is on back order to like April. I'm like, oh my gosh. But don't worry, in your kit, I will be punching out the pieces you need using my punch. So if you don't have that punch, but it is a Hugs for Love. It's a bundle. It's really, really cute when you can get the punch, but it coordinates with this stamp set. And those are the sentiments that I used in my projects for next week. There is also a companion set called Bright Borders that also goes with the punch. So these things to put on your wish list, your shopping list, Hugs for Love, Bright Borders. Those are really fun sets to do. Okay, so come back next week. Come join me. Let's have some fun with that Fruit Salad Designer Series paper to make some really cute projects. All right, guys, I'm going to check your comments real quick, see if there's anything I missed. Some of y'all do have the paper. Some of y'all have the paper. Awesome. All right. Thank you guys for joining me. Oh my gosh, so many more of you hopped on. All right, guys, y'all take care. We will see you next Friday at 3 o'clock Central Time. Again, if you're not on my email list, make sure you go and subscribe so you can get the email tomorrow. Oh, okay. On the Darling Dinos, towards the bottom of tomorrow's email, there will be a quick link. So if you don't have don't have the registration link, you can just, oh gosh, there goes my light again. Oh my gosh, stop doing that. Not y'all, my light. Ugh, that drives me crazy. There we go. It's something to do with my settings. I'll get it fixed eventually. There will be a quick link for the Darling Dinos registration, or if you just want me to send you the registration link, there is a Google form you could just fill out real quick, and then I'll send you over that registration link for the Darling Dinos. All right, guys, I will see y'all next Friday. Y'all take care, and y'all have a great weekend. Bye, guys.